You want to learn some theater sports that's gonna 100x your charisma? Watch this video.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. There we go. Hoo-hoo, the wind. The wind is making a cameo appearance in my video. All right, theater sports, man. This is where I started out in my acting journey. Theater sports was something that really inspired me. I wasn't into regular sports, right? Maybe I played a bit of soccer and things like that as a defender, but generally theater sports, improvisation, that's where I really started mimicking voices and just having fun, like learning to have fun again and building my confidence up. I was at a pretty low phase at this time in high school when I started, but I remember when I was just mimicking voices and having fun with these different theater exercises and improv games and theater sports, it opened me up internally. If you want to learn more about this, you're going to get a lot more amazing activities like these ones in my program, Writing Reality, which is happening on Lionsgate, okay? 6th to 8th August. It's going to be incredible. Also, my mentor AZD is going to be there, as well as my comrade Ivan. So, if you are interested in that, definitely check it out. We're going to be doing a lot of trauma release exercises. We're going to be doing so many beneficial things. Theater games. We're going to be taking you through your avatar, your character. Like, how does your character dress? And we're going to ask you different questions that amplify your character creation process, you know? So definitely check that out if you're thinking about it. It's invaluable, right? It's priceless, but we're putting a price point on it at $329, okay? So let's get right into it. The first theater sports exercise that I want to give you is basically going from emotion to emotion. So tell a story. Maybe if you have a memorized monologue or a story of some sort, that'd be beneficial. You could also read it as script, read it out loud or whatever. However, what I want you to do is slowly switch from emotion to emotion, okay? So I want you to go from anger to sadness, to happiness to confusion, and just notice it in your vocal tonality, how that's changing. You could also do this with different accents. You could try it with different kind of physicality. Let's say that you're impersonating Donald Trump. You would have to have, you know, your center of gravity in your belly. I don't know what you're talking about, right? It would be a very specific way. I mean, that was just kind of not a great impression, but in any case, you know, you want to impersonate different celebrities and things like this. You're going to have to change your physicality, right? Change the way that you are embodying these characters, and I think that's very important. So practice changing the style. What do I mean the style? The style is like switching from genre to genre, so you can try this out too. Basically what I want you to do is I want you to go from someone like a hillbilly, right? I don't know what you're talking about, man. Damn, Cletus, did we check under the rug? I thought I left it under the rug, right? All the way to very urban, like thug, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, know what I'm saying, man? Come on, dog. You already know. Shit, right? All the way to aristocratic British. Well, if you were to supposedly tell me that in that particular time, I would definitely conscientiously answer you without contextual alignment. I would amplify the literal juxtaposition of the nuanced archetype. Okay? You just gotta have fun with it. You know? These exercises are to get you charismatic, right? So it's getting you to use your energy. That's what charisma is. When your energy is flowing through your whole body, this is why, you know, doing certain energetics and movements in that way can really help you open you up. This is what we're doing in Writing Reality as well. Basically, we want to make sure that all of your energy is flowing through your body as you're communicating, and it's not stagnant, it's not stuck in one place. all right? And you might also notice that this is case-by-case basis, right? Like you're very comfortable around a certain environment, and in another environment you might feel a little bit held back or awkward. That's completely normal, that's completely valid, okay? So you don't have to feel ashamed of that. You just have to get used to that different environment. You just have to gain practice and mastery of your own mental world to overcome that environment, okay? The next activity that I would like you to practice is an add-on, okay? What an add-on essentially is, and you can do this in a group, it'd be better in a group of people, right? So an add-on is basically you're doing one sound with one motion, okay? So one gesture, one sound. Like booyah, let's say that that's one sound in one motion. The second one is hey-oh, that's the second one, right? Then the third one is boing. And now, so the person one does the first one, person two does the second one, person three does the third one. But guess what? As you go around in the group, they each have to repeat each one. Okay? So the person three would have to repeat booyah, hey-oh, or whatever I said, right? So that would be essentially the game. Now this is very powerful because it's a memory game, right? You're tapping into your memory, therefore also tapping into your imagination at the same time. This is very powerful for charisma because charismatic people, they can tap into their intuitive mode and bypass their intellectual mode very easily, right? They're able to have a control over their human body, their voice, their gestures, right? The way they sound, the way they look. They can control all of these things. They become a shapeshifter. It's very powerful for you to be able to do that, right? And I think that everybody needs to learn this skill set of being able to do these silly, ridiculous things to actually open up the centers of the body so flow state can flow through you more readily, and it's more readily available to you, right? You can like pull from the sky these metaphors, and you can freestyle rap, and you can just go on stage and start speaking, or all of these different skill sets, right, that require you to start to amplify these things. Another really great one is to have a word generator, right? A word generator. I think there is one called Rap Script or something as well, where you can like freestyle rap. And it's very powerful when you can just have a word generator and you can just start speaking on that topic or rapping on that topic or just creating a poem on that topic. And again, you want to practice with different gestures, different styles, different voices, right? Change your pitch around, change your tone around. Okay, do certain things that just, you practice your range. You practice your entire range of what you can do. And that's going to open you up to more possibility and get you to tap into that charisma when you want to, right? So if you're freely being that and amplifying that in a social environment, when you're interacting with someone, you can easily pull out those voices, those gestures, like a little shrug to the side. You can play the character that you're supposed to play when you know that this is what is available to me, right? There's this huge range of different things. Now, that doesn't mean go and be a dancing monkey, be silly, and start entertaining everybody, but it means that you have those as your utility belt, and you can pull from them when you want to. So it gives you a sense of freedom and abundance mindset when you can do this, okay? The last exercise that I want to mention very briefly is something called multiple threading or looping, okay? So basically you want to go from one conversation to another, open one storyline and start talking about a story and then move to another story. This is a very, very powerful technique, and a lot of great communicators do this, right? They're not telling the entire story and they're like, hold that thought, I'll be right back. And then they leave, and then you're left with this empty feeling, right? Like, I want to know what happened, right? And so that's a great communicator because you value your time and your essence and your energy, and you keep people on a thread, right? You keep people hanging. So practice doing this yourself. Let's say that you know a story and then someone yells out switch, and in the game what you have to do is switch from the stories. So one story to another story. So this story is all about me going to the park. And when I went to the park, switch, someone yells out. In medieval times, a man named Marcus went to the moon, right? Whatever it is, right? Whatever the story is. But you practice switching from the park story to the medieval story, and you just keep going. Boom, 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 boom. You switch, switch, switch. And this does something to your brain. It's like, it gets you to calculate two things at once, and it gets you very sharp when you do this, okay? So these are just some techniques that I'm sharing with you guys to tap you into the flow state, to allow you to be more charismatic, be more open, be more fluid in your communication. Flow state is all about being adaptable, right? These ranges of techniques that I'm sharing with you will make you more adaptable, make you more well-rounded as an actor and a character of your own life. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you, and stay legendary. Let's get it today. Boom.